Hi everybody! Today we're making pasta fresca. This is a recipe I just made up. The reason I call it that is because I'm using fresh tomatoes and fresh herbs, and the flavor is amazing. So I won't be using any kind of jar of spaghetti sauce, and I think you guys will really like it. So right here I have 2 pounds of Campari tomatoes. You can basically use any kind of tomato that's on the vine at the store. 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt and some fresh ground pepper, tablespoon of minced garlic, 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Right here I have about 2 cups of penne that's uncooked, about a cup of fresh grated Parmigiano Reggiano, and I have some fresh herbs from my herb garden. So exciting. It's basil, oregano, and thyme. So before we get started with anything else, go ahead and put a pot of water on your stove and get that boiling. Because what we're actually going to do is we're going to take the skins off these tomatoes. You can just cut them up and make the sauce as is with the skins on. I'm not a big fan of that because the skins kind of separate and then they get stuck in your mouth and it's kind of weird. So I'm going to show you really quickly what I do before I toss those into the boiling water. So what you're going to want to do is just lightly score an X in the top of your tomato. Don't go too deep, just about like that. Okay, so right here I have my Instant Pot with about 7 cups of water, kind of lightly simmering. Got my tomatoes, and I have a bowl of ice water. We're gonna put the tomatoes in there, and then we're gonna probably leave them in there for about 30 seconds until we see the skins starting to fall off, and then we'll put them into this ice bath so that it's easier for us to handle them and peel the skins off. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in there. Okay, it's been about a minute or so, and I kind of want to show you what is happening to the tomato. The skin is coming off the sides, and that one's ready. Okay, so now that the water is still boiling, I'm gonna throw the noodles in there. Okay, I'm gonna let those cook. Takes about 12 minutes, I think. These are gluten-free noodles. Adjust the cooking time if you're gonna be using regular noodles. And you can pretty much use any noodle for this recipe. I like penne. Penne's good. Okay, let the penne cook on the other counter, and I'll show you how to peel these. Okay, so skin comes off pretty easily. Set the skins aside because we're gonna squeeze those. Ow, this one's hot. Try to pick from the bottom, I guess. See, there's a lot of water in there, that's okay. And squeeze these tomato skins now. And throw these in your compost bin. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna crush the tomatoes in my hands. Trying to not let them explode all over the place. So definitely be a good recipe to wear your apron for. Oh gosh, that one got all over me. And guess who forgot to put on their apron today? Okay, the noodles are done and they have been strained, and those are just sitting off to the side. Right now, I'm going to get my pan ready, get it nice and hot, because we're going to reduce the tomatoes down. And add the tomatoes in. Right now, go ahead and add your salt and pepper. Go ahead and add your butter. Your garlic. And your balsamic vinegar. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. Alright guys, it's been about 12 minutes and I like the way that the sauce is looking. So we're gonna go ahead and turn down the heat. And add in our noodles. Go ahead and turn the heat off. I think there's enough residual heat in the pan to keep this warm. I also like to cook my noodles a little more on the al dente side because they continue to cook in the hot sauce and you don't want them to get overcooked. At this point, go ahead and add your olive oil. I'm actually going to add a little bit less this time. I just add it for flavor. If you don't like olive oil, you don't have to add it. I think I used about a tablespoon. Sometimes I add more if I use more noodles, but today I think a tablespoon is enough. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and add the herbs. One thing I need to do before adding those is take the thyme off of the stems. And I actually saw this as a kitchen hack on YouTube. Just put it in your colander and pull it through. And then you got all the leaves. Whoop. So fun, look at that. And the basil, I'm gonna layer up like this into like a nice little stack, and then I'm gonna roll them up and I'm going to chop them, and that's called chiffonade. Okay, that's done. And really quickly before I plate up, I'm going to put in the cheese. Ah! I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you make this recipe. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!